What's up, friends? Coming to you with another Foundation Friday video. Today we're talking foundation settlement and what you can do to keep an eye on settling cracks. So a few months ago we came out to this house. It had a pretty substantial foundation crack on this corner, and we installed 4 helical piers to keep this place from getting worse. I'm going to show you what this looks like. So on the corner of this house, you can tell we've got settlement happening in this corner. It goes down here and it goes all the way up to the eave. You can see the crack is a lot more separated there. And then if you walk around this corner, a settling crack always has 2 cracks. We call them sister cracks. Right there, because this whole corner is essentially got poor soil on it, and the corner of this house has sunk into the ground, causing the foundation to slowly go with it. So as we've talked about in the past, the solution for this is helical piers. That's one option. It's what we install, it's what we like to install, because it transfers the load of the house down to good load-bearing soil, causing settlement to no longer be an issue. But in some cases, like this house, they took care of this corner, but over on the house they own beside it, this duplex, they've got a very, you might call it a fracture of a crack. And they're not sure if it settled a long time ago and it stopped, or if it's active, meaning the settlement started to happen, say, a couple years ago, and it's continuing to settle. So what we can do is we can install these monitors. They look like this right here. So you can see this fracture of a crack here. It travels down and around the corner here. The other fracture is right here. You can tell they're not near as large as the cracks on the other house. But what we're able to do is install these crack monitors here. And these are 2 separate pieces of plastic that are screwed into the brick. And as this thing settles, this center point here is going to move. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a log of that crack monitor. We're going to come back in 4 to 6 months and be able to tell, is this thing still actively moving? Do we need to do anything to keep it from settling any further? Or did this crack happen a long time ago and the house is pretty much where it's going to be? So we're installing these. I wanted to show you how they go in. So here's everything that comes in a crack monitor system. First, we've got our monitoring records. What we'll do is the date we install it, we will mark exactly where this cross line is in this grid. You've got your monitor itself, you've got your screw anchors, and obviously your screws. The reason, ideally when we install this thing, that cross is going to be right in the middle, but in reality, when you're working with masonry, you have to use a special drill bit, and it's not extremely sharp, but it's able to penetrate the brick. And when you're working with a texture like this drill will move about and not be quite as precise as you might be used to in a carpentry environment. So what we're able to do, and I'll show you here in a second, is we're able to, after we've got it installed, make the record, and then come back later. Where is it at that date? Where has it moved? And you're able to track it over 8 different timestamps to say, okay, is this moving at a pretty rapid rate? Has it pretty much stayed the same? And we're able to log it from both season to season and year to year. So I'm going to install this one and let you kind of get an idea of how these go in the event that you want to monitor a crack on your house. So now that we've got it installed, and this one went in pretty smooth, you can see that we have set that almost on the center. We might be -1 on this side, but as this corner, if it continues to settle, this right here is going to separate. So that's going to move in that direction, and that crosshair is going to move further into this quadrant of that grid. So if you think you have got some settling happening on your house and you want to keep an eye on it, you just want to monitor it and make sure that this thing doesn't get worse, that My large investment that is my house doesn't sustain a lot of damage. We can come out and put these crack monitors on to see if your settlement is active or if it's gone dormant. It's just a way you can keep a little bit of a pulse on your house. Hope this helped. If I can help at all, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be happy to put one of these on for you so we can take care of your home. Have a great day.